Now the Laetoli footprints are diagrammed here. This is a certified replica of those tracks, and Aaron was able to get it. Well, what's the evidence here? This is a photograph from our display. So that is a certified replication of the series, left, right, left, right. You have left and right and left. Notice the imprinting. Actually, this is 3 tracks in one. There's the larger adult, and that's the phalanges trench, and the bulge. Now, for you anatomists, that bulge on the lateral side, along with this medial arch, is found only in humankind. So we have not only the arch of suspension, but we have the metatarsal arch, the lateral section of the medial arch, and the longitudinal section of the medial arch, and the cuboid section. So the adult, one adult step, another smaller adult step, and then a child stepped in these. They base their case on the fact that Australopithecus afarensis, and later the names will be explained, fossils were also found at Laetoli, not in conjunction with the tracks, but in the general vicinity. Well, you know, that's amazing. I've pondered, why did God make apes and monkeys? For decades, they thought apes could think human thoughts, until they finally learned that apes have an incredible ability to see, and with the slightest change, they thought they were able to count. And questions were asked, and they had a choice. With the slightest change, with a wrinkle, we're not even aware that we've had a facial change. They can see that. They mimic. They're the comedians. God made them to be comedians, to hang from trees and laugh at us, and to follow us around, and literally to mimic what we're doing. So finally, one astute researcher said, wait a minute, do that again. And then he published in the literature, they're not thinking to determine which answer to give. They're being coached subliminally by the director of the project. And they did research and found, okay, so they stopped searching that apes could count. If you look very closely, these tracks have an arch here and a bulge over there. That lateral bulge is unique to mankind. On your foot, if you raise it in the air, run your hand along the outside, it runs smooth. But put it down against the tile or mud, and it flanges in an area that is unique to mankind. That is unique. Here you have an arch. That's the medial section of the longitudinal arch. That's the lateral section of the longitudinal arch. And then you have the great toe and the phalanges trench. That's a modern human footprint. And that's what we're going to learn in a moment. However, they associated this, since you have an arch and you have all of these indications, that's bipedal, that's left, right, left, right. You have something very special with this. It's not an animal. You have the adult male, or the big, somebody big. Maybe the mama was bigger than the daddy. I don't know. With some birds, that's the case. So anyhow, you have supposedly the head of the home. That's the phalanges trench, the curvature of all the toes. Then the mother steps in the same tracks, and that's her big toe. That's his big toe. That's her big toe. Do you see that? Then the baby comes along, and there's his big toe. There are 3 tracks in one. That's called imprinting.